Right, so I've now prepared a little bit more carefully, and I'm going to take some blocks with me for a very specific reason, and it's not to block off the actual layer, because I think that's... well, it's not impossible, but the trouble is when you block the Shoggoths off, they can break blocks with the goo attack that I mentioned earlier. So the reason I brought stone is because I intend to go at the lair from this side. Originally I was going to go over and then down, but if I recall correctly, I'd be going over the layer in that case, and that's not a terrible idea, but it's not an idea I'm particularly fond of, because I'll have to go around the layer to get in anyway. It's just... it's not a fun idea in my head. So... I think... I think it was just down there somewhere on the other side of this hill, because I do remember it being opposite that, well, not opposite but below that in the river somewhere. So keep an eye out for nodes as well, really. I should really be making a mental note of these, but and there it is, the lair. Oh, I heard that as well. Where is he? Come here. Kill you because it annoy me. So, why do I not like these things? Many reasons. The main reason is they're creepy. And if you don't agree with me, well, you're just wrong. I'm actually kind of not looking forward to this bit, because they look creepy enough in normal, and I don't really like the idea of what... Oh god, they look even worse in the shaders. Right. Ugh. God, you are unpleasant. Ugh. Right. God, I hate these things so much. They're so creepy and weird looking. So it was kind of fortunate there in the sense that they didn't use their weird attack. Can I shovel this, or is this... Because I think it slows me down if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't slow them down though, annoyingly. So, I think I need to rethink my bridge plan. Why is there a bat here? The annoying thing is as well, like, you can't hit them with ranged attacks, at least none that I know of. Oh, what the heck just hit me? Oh, it's the bat probably, wasn't it? Oh no, it's one of these things. gonna have to deal with you, because I don't really want you shooting at me while I'm trying to kill the Shoggoths. Can you shoot through the water? You can. That's frustrating. You also seem to shoot through the shield, so that's even more annoying. Why is he going on a little adventure? So my plan... such as it is... Oh, there are some statues in there that I could potentially grab. He's just chilling over there. God, they are so creepy. I despise you. Well, I could have done a lot of damage. Oh, God. It is possible to kill all the Shoggoths in a lair. If you kill all of them before any of them respawn. I have done it in the past, although not intentionally. Yeah, I do apologise if I am quiet, but these things really, they really do unsettle me. I feel as though they're making like those little statues down there, because I'm hearing what sounds like Abyssal Craft, like chanting kind of stuff. Oh no, they've breached containment! God, so creepy! I need to be timing my hits better, really. And do more damage with them. Right. How much Shoggoth flesh have I got? That is 31. For a second I thought it was only 3, and I was like, there's definitely more than that. Now I do need more monolith stone though. That is an issue. What is he doing? Get rid of this block. Is there not... Why has he gone up there? I don't like that. I'm gonna... Things are so weird and creepy and horrible and gross, and I hate them. Right, I'm just gonna pop that down, that down. Grab some more of that. I do need to see where that creepy git's gone. Yeah, the reason I've sort of cut the sides off these, right, is because the water's flowing down and it's making them slower as they come out. Now, one thing I might do eventually, when I get the opportunity, is perhaps pour some lava down. You know, assuming I don't need... what is it? Assuming I don't need the Shoggoths themselves, I just need like the stone or something. Probably need something actually. Keep you back. Oh, Jesus. Getting a bit close for comfort. Right, now. This should be more than enough. Shoggoth flesh. Once I've killed this lot. Because I'll be able to trade with a fisher villager in order to get the last of the monolith stone that I need. So that should be enough because I've got a full stack plus a little bit more. So, where did that one go? It's probably gone up to go and eat something on the top. He might have despawned, but I don't know. I was going to get up the side of this hill. Now, I didn't bring my shovel, although I did bring blocks, so I could just, you know. I don't really need the shovel, I suppose, but considering how this is all dirt. God, they are so creepy. They genuinely make my skin crawl. I feel really uncomfortable. Like, I get that is kind of the point, though, which is one thing I do have to commend the developers of the mod for doing. I can't say I'm particularly fond of them. Let's have a quick look, see if we can find the fisherman. And the Fletcher, that's not what we need. Ouch. That was bad, but... Farmer... I know there was a fisherman up here beforehand. Where is he? Like, I'm sure there was. I'm positive. Yeah, there we go. Ah, right, okay. Well, that's a problem then, because I need the monolith stone. And I thought I could trade... That's an issue. I thought I could trade the flesh for the stone. Oh, Jesus. Why didn't you die? Jesus. Right, that's... because I don't really want to dig out too much of the layer. Because the more I dig out, obviously the more stuff is going to come from it. I suppose I could... Because I know I've got enough to make an actual, like just the statue, which I mean should be sufficient. But I'm gonna have to go down here, aren't I, and dig out some more before too many of them spawn, because it does take them a little while. I don't want them coming out. Of damage. God damn it. I need the stone. If you could just kindly leave me alone. I suppose I could find another layer, perhaps. One where there's not quite so many beasties. Could also flood them, perhaps. Maybe. If I was to dig in from the top and just drown them all. But that seems kind of impractical. You know what? I'll kill this guy just because I don't really want him following me. Ugh, creepy. Ugh, gross, weird. don't think I need any more of this stuff, to be completely honest. It's the monolith stone I need. I'm sure there was a trade for Shoggoth flesh to monolith stone, but maybe there wasn't. It might be worth me checking the other village, actually, because it is entirely possible. It's entirely possible that I can just get what I need from that. Yeah, from that village. Sorry, again, my mind is just creepy things. So we'll head up here, we'll head to the village, we'll see if we can trade for the stuff we need. Otherwise, I may just make the actual ritual site at a distance away from my base, so that anything that does go wrong won't come to bite me in the backside. And in fact, I think that is the best way to go about it. This is such a long-winded way of doing this. Come on, up we go. There we go. That does look really nice. Nice and pretty. So, there's the village. Just scoff down some berries. What's my nutrition looking like, actually? Could do with some more vegetable. Definitely need more grain. But I think once I've actually got basins up soon. Can I get them yet? I can. Yeah. So I might invest in doing that soon as well. But one thing at a time. I have a habit of getting sidetracked. So what we shall do is find our friend the fisherman. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was over here. Butcher. Monolith stone for Shoggoth flesh. That's not what I want. I want a fisherman that will trade the other way around. There's the cartographer. There's a shepherd again. Is there any other trades that the cartographer does? Mechanist journal, which, nah, not fussed about. Were you the fisherman? I don't remember. No, Fletcher again. Were you fisherman? Monolith stone trade for Shoggoth. But the thing is, I don't need Shoggoth flesh for anything else, do I? In fact, I feel like Shoggoth flesh is easier to get than the stone. But never mind. think we will just have to go with this statue. So 1 monolith stone, 1 clay, and 1 of these. Where's the clay? Stone stuff, yes. And then with that, we go here and surround it with the Shoggoth flesh. And we have our very own Aster statue. So what we do is we place this down somewhere and it will charge our Necronomicon. We also need a pedestal, which I think is what I will use. Ocean. That's another reason why I wanted to find a swamp biome, really. Because an energy pedestal is useful because it allows you to charge up your Necronomicon without actually needing to be stood next to it. So, what do we do? Now we could go hunting for a swamp biome, which might be an idea, because that's a savanna there. That's like a plains. That's the Darkland biome up there. Well, we're going to need to craft the, what is it, beneath portal. That's the most important. Why would I need a parrot? I know I need them for the totemic rituals. But I don't know, well, to make it like an eagle, but I don't know why I would want to do that. Using a bit, so I need beneath teleporter. So, blank teleporter, I need a Corallium Pearl, which again is going to be a pain. I need an Apprentice Blood Orb, which there's no problem. We just need, what is it, 4 rotten flesh to do that. Well, kind of. And that will cook that down into blood. We then pour the blood into... How did you... What? How did you... Where's your lead? Or leash? How did... That doesn't... How did you... What? Did I pick it up? Ah, that would explain it. See, this is the edge of the chunk, and obviously this goes over it, so that is why that has screwed up. That one's fine. I might need to move that one then. I suppose I could always put it on the other side here, but that's something for a later date, I think. We'll get that one done first. Excellent. And we'll see if we can fill up. I don't actually know how much blood we need. But it's probably good enough just to overfill it, and then once it's overfilled, then it should work. I think it's just a case of chucking this in, I think. Now I know there's certain like mob farms and things you can do, and now that I think about it, can I make graveyard dirt? Yes, because I know this will heal things like skeletons and zombies. So if I trap a skeleton or a zombie somehow, I can actually have it constantly fueling this with by constantly attacking it with like a dagger or something. Well, the sacrificial dagger. Or the dagger of sacrifice, I think it is actually, isn't it? That's probably not enough. But we will know soon. If I just keep it topped up. As much as possible. Just got to be careful that I don't use too much. Otherwise, I'm on a one-way ticket to Deadsville. There we go, and that's the weak one, isn't it? So I think I needed the more advanced version. Blank. Which I need the apprentice one, which is a Corallium Pearl. Or a redstone block. So I'm definitely going to need to go and get some Corallium Pearls at some point, because there's so many things that need them. But can I not just upgrade? Oh, the previous one into a better one? I don't remember what that does. I remember it does something. I suppose I can look it up in the Sanguinar science team, because I don't really go into what is any good made with a power source. A blood orb is a device that consumes physical life points and transfers it into the owner's soul network. Although not a battery itself, it does act as a conduit in order to fill up the power reserves of the blood mage. The weak blood orb is such an orb that you can make it by infusing a diamond, not the case, inside of a blood altar with 2,000 life points. You can create this orb. When bound and placed inside of an altar with some life points in it, the orb will siphon from the basin and transfer that LP directly into the network. Each orb has a maximum capacity that can only be extended by advanced runes on the altar, which I kind of know about. For the weak blood orb, this maximum capacity is 5,000 life points. Blood orbs can also be filled directly from the player by simply right-clicking with them. This will transfer a heart of health into the orb and give you 200 life points. Or life power, I suppose. This cannot increase past the orb's maximum capacity. A blood orb can only be filled by its tier of altar or higher. This means that if you have a tier 3 orb, it too has to be filled in an altar that is greater than or equal to tier 3. Right. Soul Network. When a blood mage becomes too powerful, it becomes more powerful. The strength of their soul increases and thickens these bonds. These connections are ethereal strands of the soul, and only the most powerful of blood mages are able to see these in their physical form. To date, no mage has attained this ability. In-game, the soul network is directly tied to the player. The data is stored inside of the world, and every player has only a single network. The life power placed into this network is not stored in any item, but is instead placed and drawn from a single pool. To bind things to your network, the most common way is to simply right-click an item that uses a network to power itself. Once bound, the item will indicate that it is owned by you, and it can never be unbound. If this item is used and it has an LP cost attributed to it, it will take life points from the owner's network. If there is not enough in this network, it will take the missing LP directly from the user's health. Not the owner's. Be careful when using items. When you have a low amount of LP, it could end up being lethal. Now, I don't actually remember. Did I bound this to myself? I did. So I need to keep this stocked, and I need to find ways to keep it stocked. Which I kind of knew already, but that's besides the point.